bullseye.
What's up YouTube, it's Zyph here, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Skyblock. In this episode, I'm going to be expanding the cactus farm a little bit more. So since the last episode, as you can see, I've added a couple things like this little thing of sugarcane over here around the infinite water source, which is just so I can get some for bookshelves and enchantment table in the future. And then I added melons for 4 of them over here, and then pumpkins for the other 4 over there. Added some wheat and or seeds that I bought from Coco Girl, who I think was talking in the chat earlier, but whatever. And I placed down my spawner, and there goes my dog barking. And so I've been also killing a bunch of cows and selling the leather and raw beef for let's turn on the friendly creature sounds. I've been selling the leather and raw beef to the inn shop and donor shop. The leather in the inn shop and the raw beef in the donor shop, and that's the best money making thing that I've done so far. So if I do bow top, I just did some homework recently, and I was bow top 2, and number 1, which was Rabid earlier, had 16,000 and I had 10,000. I was like, oh wow, I'm actually catching up. And then I I went AFK on my island so everything would grow, and then I come back and they're ridiculous amounts of money. So there's 40,000 and 60,000. I'm at 10,000 at number 3. So I got some catching up to do, but I believe once I get my cactus farm going, I'll be able to catch up pretty fast. It won't be that difficult. And so I've had this guy who I think has run out of pickaxes. Let's see if I can actually there. Oh crap, I just broke stuff. But anyway, so technically with this, you're allowed to wait, what? Why is he doing? Why is he still punching? There we go. Alright, so from Xro, who's one of the head admins who was talking earlier. Let me do it on this screen. He was talking earlier. Where is he? Dazzy right here. He said that you're allowed to have a second account that's mining for you. So I'm going to use this other account that you guys can't see the screen of right now, and empty all this cobblestone into a chest. And so now I can look at how much cobblestone he's collected. He's collected quite a bunch. And so yeah, I'll get him some more pickaxes later, but I'm just going to leave him standing right there for now. And I probably should have him drop that stuff to me. There we go. I just dropped an item to myself. That was kind of weird. But anyway, I got a ton of stone that I can make into stone bricks, and I'm going to keep building up this thing. And I got some charcoal. Ooh, melon. And I got some charcoal and put it in here, and I smelted like 12 stacks of cobblestone, which is what all this stuff is. And so let's go over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain kind of, oh crap. I'm going to explain how my my cactus thing works, and because not really the first episode, but last episode, I was just kind of explaining stuff to myself. I was just kind of like, okay, I got to do this here, this, there. And so I finally got this thing built up the right height all the way down. And what I decided I'm going to do is, once I get enough money, because right now, if you look at Baltop, people don't have money. The total server balance is 144,000, which before was about how much you'd spend in about 5 seconds. So no one has very much money at this point, but people end up with more of it over time. So what I'm going to do is, once I have enough money to be able to just go out and buy a stack of hoppers, or enough iron to make them, I'm going to replace all this water and make all of this entire stream this height down here and make it hoppers across, so that the hoppers put it in there so clear lag won't ruin the speed of my farm for this end of it, because this end will take a while to push everything down into that hopper, while if I just have a ton of hoppers, it'll end up working out better. And I could possibly put a second layer so that it never ends up with cactus that can't go in there. It can just always have like 8 stacks of storage for this end spot and 8 stacks all the way down, so that each location that it falls in will still have enough area to be able to do that. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then that's gonna be 8 there, and I'm gonna start the water source here just for now, because I'll expand it later. It's not that difficult. But I'm going to do the same thing on the other side down here. And so that cow farm has been producing most of my money so far. So go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I'm just gonna keep doing that. So let's go like this. Get this here, that. And we're just gonna try to load up our entire hotbar with stone bricks for right now, because I'm gonna be building with them a lot. I don't really need raw beef in my hotbar, so let's get rid of that. And we can do that. There we go. So all stone bricks. And I'm gonna use one of the macros. That is not the right macro. The macros that right clicks and places blocks, this was how I placed all the grass on the island I had before. Was I did this. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how far you can reach when you're looking sideways. So just do that, and it'll just keep placing all those. So I think while I'm gonna be doing this, at least for part of it, I might cut it partway through so that I can build all this out. Or I probably should have built it out in between episodes, but that's not that big of a deal. What my goal for the end of this episode is, I started about 5 minutes ago, but is to get the cactus farm operational to where all the stuff will go down into right here, and possibly make some hoppers, just a couple of them, not all of them to feed into those chests and everything, but just like one hopper that feeds into a normal chest right here temporarily until I get some more hoppers to be able to start filling up all that, because that'll take a while. What the? Hey, what the heck? Did they just TP all? Okay. Alrighty. He just TP'd all. Whatever. I'll just go back to here. Party at spawn. Thanks for the warning, Darren. Okay. Whatever. That was kind of random. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, I'm gonna have like a double chest or a normal chest just sitting here with one hopper, so that I don't spend all of my money at the start on hoppers, so that I can still keep getting cactus and it's operational. It just won't fill up that thing until I have enough money to buy that many hoppers. So it's just one of those things that is going to be a temporary setup, kind of like how I'm only doing one layer of this at this point instead of doing like 15 layers all the way up kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing along those lines. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is eventually, for now, I'll just have it this one layer that's 8 out on this side, and then just goes really far this way and up. And then slowly, as soon as I get like 5 layers up or something, I'll probably make another layer here that has all the hoppers that'll feed into the line over that way. And I'll have a big hopper list that goes into the sides there. So, anyway, what are they doing? Are they doing a drop party? No. Cameron just logged online. Hey, Cam. Alright, so, anyway, I'm not sure, but one of the owners of Skyblock just logged on, so that's what everyone's, I'm not sure why everyone was TP'd, but whatever. Darren might have just been testing stuff. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, for the farms, I'm gonna try to have my island more organized. Like, I'm gonna have little setup areas for certain farms. Like, I'll have this cactus farm here, and I'll have a huge area set out for it so I can just keep expanding it, and that's going to be my main money-making thing. And I probably will eventually turn that bottom area into a shop, similar to how Cash Cactus was before, which, by the way, if you do /warp, there's 22 warps now, and if you look right here, it's the first line on the far right, Cash Cactus. That warp was taken by Sepher, so Justin hasn't logged on since the reset yet. So someone actually took his warp because it was so popular. Someone already set the warp there, so now if people try to do Catch Cactus, it takes them to his cactus shop, which I guess I probably should have thought of because I'm gonna do something similar. But that's just ridiculous. Like, I didn't expect that already so fast. But people have each of their little focuses and ways of making money, so I guess that works. 2, 3, 4. So I think what I'm gonna do is no, I'll keep going. Never mind. 2, 3. Oh, I'm already at the back wall. I thought I had a lot more to go. So I was gonna probably cut it and then do, and then come back when it was done. But I'm already done with this side. So what I'm gonna do, instead of building the entire other platform on that side, first off I'm gonna make more stone bricks. And for my for the little platforms that each of the cactus sit on, I'm thinking that in order to save some stone bricks for the actual buildings and not, I'm gonna do the cactus are sitting on the cobblestone, like, because I have a ridiculous amount of cobblestone in that chest. So let's empty out some stuff in my inventory right here. Actually need those, but I can empty out all this stuff just for a little bit temporarily, I guess. And I'm gonna sell some more of this at the end of the episode probably. And I might expand the pumpkin and melon farm for now, because right now this is kind of the farming area. And then this cactus thing will get going, and I'll probably be either at the top of Valtop or really close to it. And Rabbit just gained another 4,000 since I've been building that little thing. Let's see if the, no, it's not SB info anymore. Do IS info? What is it? /IS? Yeah, there we go. Does it have it? Yeah, I think island level is glitched. And then I have the two people, me and my alternate account. And the challenges don't show up yet. I think it's glitched as well, but it will, it'll work eventually. That was one of the things that they wanted to have back from the original Skyblock plugin. That's the one of the main things that they liked about it. So, I need to have this platform like that, all the way down. And then when I update it, I can just remove this layer and then go back one and just work on it from over there, which is, I'm just thinking ahead so that it's possible to expand it, is all I'm doing. And Cameron requested to teleport to me, and I'll accept that and probably go into a Skype call and watch the Packers game, which is in an hour, because he's a Packers fan and I was a Cowboys fan. That whole thing went down. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that because we're going to get a bunch of football comments on a Minecraft Skyblock video, and it's going to be like, what the heck? But, that's what that is. So I'm watching the Packers versus Seahawks game with him. So, he's probably wanting to teleport so that we can get a Skype call, etc., etc. But, I'll be getting into that in a little bit, but that's besides the point. So, if I keep building this wall up, I'm doing this wall like this, so that the cactus, when it breaks, will not pop off over the edge, and I will be able to collect it, which is kind of important for a cactus farm if it actually gets collected. So I'm going to do this and have it where it right clicks, places all of these blocks. And let's switch to the next one, and there we go. So this is the fastest way that I can build up a wall, and this is why macros are so helpful for Skyblock, is because it makes it a little bit easier to commentate when you're not as much having to spam click placing blocks and making sure that it's in the right spot kind of stuff. But okay, so half of the cactus farm first layer area is built, which is pretty good already for the server restarting in the past day. So let's see. What I need now are some water buckets, and there's my water source. So let's see, which chest are the buckets in? There they are. So all I need is 2 water, and then I won't have to run back to this little spot. So if I go 1, 2, then I can just make a unlimited water source like that, and then, oh wait, no, messed it up. There we go, like that, and then I just keep going like this from the previous one, and I can just keep expanding it all the way down. And before I do the whole thing, I want to make sure it's the right length, which is always good. So it's all nice and set up, and I'm not sure why there's particle effects, like looks like the blaze smoke, like on Feed the Beast, my Minecart SMP Season 2 modded series thing. When you morph into a blaze and you have particles on it, that smoke thing that keeps appearing right there, that is all that covers your screen, because you're a burning blaze and it makes your entire screen covered in smoke particles. And so that's literally what the entire screen looks like, which is extremely obnoxious, which is why sometimes I morph into like the wasp or the bat or whatever on that. But that's kind of weird that water would make black smoke and then it would float upwards throughout it and not just like dissolve, but whatever. So I think we're almost to the end now. Yep, I have a nice little pattern going back and forth of clicking on my keyboard, which you guys can probably hear loud and clear because my keyboard's like freaking loud and mechanical, and my mouse is like the clickiest thing ever, and it's about 6 inches from the mic, so you guys can probably hear it loud and clear. But there we go. I'm gonna need to buy some more sand soon, and so what I'm gonna do probably is use up most of my money buying sand, and then I'm gonna make most of it back really fast from the cactus thing. So first off, I'm gonna make a hopper so that this works straight off the bat. And where's the wood? Here it is. And I had iron in this chest, I believe. Yes, there we go. And I actually have a decent amount of iron. I got that from my kits. I forgot that I had that. So I was thinking I had to buy everything for it, but that's pretty good. So we're gonna have one hopper and one chest. And there we go. Sweet. First hopper on Skyblock on my island. Sweet. The amount of voice crack that just went into that was ridiculous. Probably need to drink some more water, but whatever. Let's shift right click. There we go. So now my cactus farm, once the cactus is in it, will be operational and actually able to collect stuff, which is always good. So now I'm going to go down and first off move that into my inventory and grab a lot of stone bricks. I mean, not stone bricks, cobblestone. There we go. I think that's more than enough to start off, and I can just place a ton of cobblestone at the beginning. So I'm gonna base it off the corners, and what was I'm trying to think of how high. I think I should just make it one off here, and then that. Yeah, and then the farther it goes back, it'll just be a little bit off on the heights, I guess. Because there's no point in making it like 5 blocks off the ground here, because it'll line up on the second one and so on. But that's not going to be for a while anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal on how that lines up. And if so, I mean, I can always just make it to where it feeds in a different way, or those ones are just up one higher on levels than the other ones, so that they all end up matching at the top, which is the important part when you're looking at the heights of this. It's not what it looks like on the bottom, it's more like what it looks like on top where everyone can see it. So let's do that. And I'm just making these columns, and then I'll go back and mine down half of these cobblestone blocks. It just makes it easier to place in all the little things to put the sand on top of. And I'm going to need to use most of my logs on making signs, because signs are probably the most obnoxious thing to make. Or actually, it's more effective. It's more, from what I've heard from people on the server, was that fences have a better chance of getting the cactus to the bottom part, but they're more of a pain to place down kind of thing, I think, is how it works. Actually, they're easier to place down. They cost less materials, and they have a better rate. So overall, the fences are better, but I just never did it on the other one because I had already done all signs, and I didn't want half and half, and it would look really weird, and it would bother me. So I just kept it with signs. So I'm going to make this last row for now, and then after that, we're going to start mining them all down. So, what I need to do is I'll go like this. Whoa, jeez, voice is all sounding weird. So there's going to be a ton of cobblestone in that chest, and that's going to make sure that the hopper's working, obviously, even though it obviously is, because shift clicked it onto the chest, and it's one of those things where you know it works, but it's just a double check that it's working kind of thing. And hopefully ClearLag doesn't just delete all my cobblestone, or that'd be kind of annoying. And as you can see from this diamond pick, there's like no durability done to it. That's because this is the second diamond pick I've made. The first one I gave to the other account, which I was getting stuff from at the beginning of the episode. And and I had it AFK, and it went like, I think it was overnight. Yeah, I think I did it overnight. Whatever, anyway, so I had that going the entire time, and it ended up breaking the diamond pick. So that's why that's like that. So I'm going to go over here to this I'm going to go to this Spart. Okay, great English, 10 out of 10. Great job. Anyway, I'm going to go to this spot on the cobblestone row where there isn't any stuff mined out, so I can just walk sideways and keep mining, and it makes it a lot easier to do everything. So this is just the basic cactus farm design. Like if you would look up the MC Tut or MC tutorials, it's all capitals, MC like Minecraft tutorials, and then TUT like King Tut. No, that's a yeah, whatever. Anyway, so that's his username. So he does the item filter tutorials, and he had a cactus farm one. I'm pretty sure it was like based off of Etho and stuff like that. But it's that same basic idea with all the cactus and stuff. Which, if you guys have seen all my Skyblock series, or the previous episodes of my Skyblock series, you will have seen the giant cactus farm on my last island. And this one is planned to be a lot bigger. And since I also won't be sharing it with Cameron this time, we decided to make separate islands or whatever. So it's like a competition or stuff like that. And because technically we've done Skyblock in two different, like there's been 2 resets since we started playing on this server, and the way it seemed to have worked out was that we always ended up sharing the island. It was my island, and then he would always do stuff with the cactus farm, or harvest it at least, and then we would all, like, I would build most of the stuff. Like he built a couple things, including that really obnoxious shop that I ended up making him a new one for. And he kind of does that out of a way till I build for him, but whatever, that's besides the point. The point is that he's not on my island. It's just me and my alternate account that are on the island this time. And there'll probably be some more staff that are added to it. Maybe not, though, because then they don't get their own island. So I think it probably is just going to end up being me, and Ukaipa might end up joining, because he just kind of joins randomly and doesn't actually have a Skyblock series. He was going to originally, but he kind of got behind after the 2nd episode. And yeah, so it became a solo series kind of thing, which I wanted to do a Skyblock series anyway this whole time, because I've been playing on this server for quite some time. So I'm going to go down here, collect all this cobblestone. What the heck? I got stuck on a block in the water. That's kind of odd. So let's fly down here, grab the cobblestone, Let's see if I can open the chest. Oh, I didn't get it. Alright, I'm going to fly over, open the chest, see how much cobblestone has been collected. 40. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. Got all my or at least most of it, back. And I picked up a bunch of it as well. So now what do we got to do is we got to place down some of the sand. So let's go high enough to where I can't place 2 blocks on top of each other, but I can still place the one so that I can do that. And just fly down across this and just keep going around like that. Oh crap. Let's not do that one. There we go. And sweet. So now we're starting to make some progress on the actual cactus part, which is important. So this stuff over here, I probably should put the sand on there first, because I don't have this side, and so half the cactus will end up falling off the edge. So I'm going to break that and have it go on the other part over there. And some of this cactus will end up placing on that, but that'll just be a temporary problem. That won't be like a normal thing, because I'll have the whole side built up. And John and Cameron are talking again, and that's usually bad news, but whatever. Let's see. So before I put in the cactus and I start dying from like getting hit by it all the time. Oh, they're talking about the football game, whatever. So that's gonna be the level. I'm gonna place a fence on top of that. So let's do that. Oh my gosh. He's probably just going to say whatever the opposite is. That's what my guess is that John will do. But, oh, wow, they're actually going for the same people. Whatever. Anyway, so, let's see. I'm going to get these signs going, and then I'll be... Oh, wait, no, not signs. I don't need signs. I'm making fences. And since it's not 1.8, I don't need any wood planks in order to make fences, so it's great. It's nice and easy, and that's why it was more efficient for, what's it called, words and stuff. Yes, sure, whatever I'm trying to say. It's more efficient for resources is what I was trying to say. So then I do that, and I build out this way. And I'm just gonna have one layer at this point because I don't even have enough sand to cover this whole layer. And once this layer is going, it'll be more than big enough for the starting of everything on this island. So now I got to fly down here. Wait, battle top. Oh, Josh spent all of his money on something. So, all right. He's selling. What do you? Oh, wait a second. Oh, I did it on the wrong line. That sucks. Okay. So all this is gonna go down there, and will either be picked up by clear lag or the hopper and chest that I have set up down there, which isn't really that big of a deal. I have a ridiculous amount of cobblestone. It's like stupid crazy. So I think this will end up being fine. So we've actually gotten a good amount done in this 25 minutes that we've been going. So I say I'm gonna get all the sand to have cactus on them, and have all the fences placed in the right spots, and then that'll probably be the end of the episode. But I just want to show you guys all the stuff that I've been doing off screen, because I have been doing a lot. I made a cow spawner area, made a wheat farm, pumpkin farm, melon farm. They're not like huge industrial ones, but they are still farms. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw what I was doing there. And so the fences, wait a second, am I doing this correctly? So the fences are, wait a second. No, that wouldn't end up breaking the cactus because it's on a corner. They would need to be like that. And that ends up being more resources. Ah, screw it. I'm doing signs. Now that I have all these fences, but whatever. Because I know how to do the sign one better. The fence one I'm going to have to think about too much, which is going to be kind of annoying when I have to do that much thinking for all of that stuff. So I'm going to get this cobblestone, turn all of this like that, and get more signs. And Sarah just purchased premium over there in the corner. I'm gonna do a grats. Oops, just use caps. My bad. Oops, caps. My bad. Anyway, accidentally held down caps lock because that's my sprint key. So I didn't realize that, but whatever. Anyway, so let's go over here. So it turns out that the row that I had before ended up working better. So hertadur, and I guess I'll just mine down those in just a second though. So actually I need to start on this side because this is what I'm basing it off of, the front part. So I gotta have this one here, one there, and so every 3 blocks there'll be another one. Because if I had one where it's right here, that'd be pointless, because the cactus can already be broken by this sign. So I'm trying to, 1, conserve signs and cobble, and 2, make it more efficient where it has more space to fall down. So I'm just going to go back to using signs instead of the fences, because that one, the fences, I don't really know completely the rate comparison, but I believe the last time I was looking at it, it's very similar. It's not enough to make that huge of a difference. So, I mean, some people may use the fences more often or whatever, and that's just personal preference at this point. Like, I'm just going to do it by signs because it's easier for how I play, is all I'm saying. So, oh, messed up. There we go. Break that. And, then we are done placing those blocks. So now we get rid of these middle columns, which didn't really need to be here in order to place this, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. It still ended up working for what we were trying to do. I'm just glad I didn't place all the fences in a spot like how these ones are, and then find out that that's not going to work anyway. So it ended up working better that I figured it out beforehand, or that would have really sucked because I would have had to remove everything and restart that part of it. Which, I mean, even going back from this thing, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, everyone messes up on this kind of stuff, at least once. But I think I got a good start so far. I mean, when you're actually on Baltop and you have 10,000 off the start, it's like, holy crap. You feel like you're like extremely rich, but then you look at the number that's putting you at Baltop 2 and you're like, wow, everyone's really poor. And so you like feel like you're really awesome while you're doing it, but then you actually look at the number and it's just like, yeah, you just started earlier is really all it is. But I don't know. Let's place that there. And the cactus grows their sign. Yep, it works. All right. So I'm just gonna get rid of this humongous column here, place some signs, place some cactus, and we'll be good to go for getting this cactus farm set up on this part of it. And then I'll probably expand, get some more sand off screen to fill up this whole area, and possibly do the same thing on the other side as well, because you guys already saw me build the first side. You guys know. I don't know why I started flying around to show you, because I was trying to have something to talk about while I was mining it down. But anyway, I'll have the other side completed with all the sand and cactus going, and I'll probably have a lot more money at that time, because I don't want you guys to just watch me repetitively do the same thing over and over. That's why you do stuff off screen, so that they can watch the entertaining part, or at least the first time you do something, which is what this one was more about. But if I mine down this last block, then we are good to go. So let's just place it. I think I only have to place like 20 signs for right now to get this part of the cactus farm to be operational. But I have to place up more stone bricks there, because I didn't realize that I hadn't made it tall enough. I think I need to make it 2 blocks higher for it to be completely effective, and then we're good. So let's not type letters on that, because I'll fly by it and it'll really bother me, and then I gotta sit there and fly in the air and try to break the sign because the cactus will be there to block me. So that kind of stuff just bothers me. It's like, it's not having OCD is what everyone always says. It's like, oh, it's the OCD, because that's not really exactly a fun thing to have, based off what I've heard from people that have it, etc., all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to say that anyone has OCD kind of stuff. It's just everyone, to a certain extent, likes things to look good. That's really all it is. It's not people having OCD. It's just people liking to have stuff look a certain way. And most people like having stuff in Minecraft symmetrical, or at least somewhat symmetrical, or to where it looks good if it's not symmetrical, basically, kind of stuff. Because the whole point of Minecraft is a sandbox game, and most of sandbox games are building. Like, when you're a little kid and you're in a sandbox, what do you do in it? You play with the sand, build a sandcastle. So, I mean, obviously in a sandbox game, you'd probably do something along the same lines of building. So, once I build up the rest of this wall all the way around, that'll be it for this episode. And so I'm going to start doing the outro as I go around this part. And, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Skyblock. And so, oh, whoops, I just placed a bunch of stone bricks. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Skyblock. And we built up a giant cactus farm, showed you guys kind of what I did off screen in between episodes. And so since Skyblock has a reset, and they will have a parkour in 1 hour and 30 minutes, so I might record that as well. But that's about it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and peace out. Bye.
I don't think you understand, I'm a beast, and there ain't no one going harder than me. So if you hating on me, I just let it be. You ain't worth my time for me to even say the least. Why? Cause I'm a beast. I said I'm a beast, and there ain't no one going